And good evening, my fellow YouTubers. This is Kiodiekin coming at you again. This time with a PC update. It has now been 10 years and approximately 11 months since the last time I bought a desktop computer. Excuse me. If any of you are on my Facebook list on Kiodiekin, you've been seeing me post recent pictures of my new computer, or the one that I had built. This is my old computer, codename Gray Vulcan. Bought it 10 years ago. The top of the line PC, which you could get at that time back in 2003, has been really faithful to me. Got it for about $1,200 from Tiger Direct. Standard, it came with 512 megs of RAM, Pentium 4 2.8 gigahertz processor with this side panel with a blue cathode light, which was kind of new at the time. It had a GeForce 64 megabyte video card. That wasn't too impressive, but I will tell you it had a 120 gigabyte hard drive, 512 cache front side bus. It had optical on the back, digital coaxial for sound. Was expandable to 3 gigs of memory for the motherboard. Added a few upgrades to it. The Sony Drew 500AX, which was originally $350 when it first came out. That was the top of the line DVD burner back in 2004, maybe 2005. If any of you PC enthusiasts remember that. The only other thing I upgraded was the video card. I put an NVidia 6800 video card in there. That's a 128 megabyte video card. And 2.8 megs of RAM. So I went from 512 to 2.5 actually. So I know some of you may be laughing at those specs, but that's about $1,700 worth of upgrades that I put in this, because the NVIDIA card was about $200, $250 when it came out. Remember, this is back 2004, about 2003, 2005 time frame where I was putting all this work into this computer. So there was nothing else that really compared to it at that time. The hard drive was about the biggest you could get. And so now I am retiring him. I can still use it to play most video games. Most of you guys will know me as Camp FX from Half-Life Opposing Force, Capture the Flag, FX on Command & Conquer Generals. It was time to replace the bad boy, and he will greatly be missed. He will greatly be missed. Oh yeah, and I also added an ATI video capture card located here on the back with a wireless, digital optical, got your digital coaxial optical coax cable here at the bottom underneath the wireless, NVIDIA 6800 video card. Goodbye, Gray Vulcan. So, I am now replacing it with a custom build CyberPC. Without further ado, the CFI Taiji custom build Black Pearl unit from CyberPC. Look how massive the box is. It's wider than my deep freezer and just about as long too. I mean, look at that. Bad boy weighs about 50 pounds. Can't wait to get him unboxed. This one should last me hopefully another 10 years, give or take. Definitely customizable. So let's go ahead and unbox them. Alright, I got this bad boy in the house. Took me a little while. It's not heavy. Like I said, only 50 pounds. But this box is just huge and it's awkward. I mean, I almost had to bring it through a different door to get it in the house. This is probably one of the last videos or unboxings you'll ever see from this CFI Taiji case. Reason being is because they are discontinued. And this may have been one of the last ones ever in stock. This case is awesome. You can look it up yourself. Interesting how it happened. CyberPC called me and said they didn't have any more cases available. And so I guess they managed to work something out. Talked another customer out of it. So a guy changed his mind. And so here I am. It took me about 2 weeks to customize the perfect PC that I wanted. This has 2 USBs in the front, 2 USB 3.0s in the front as well. A few other things. Has an always-on connection. So I'll get this thing unboxed and we'll have some fun. Alright, welcome back folks. Kiodiekin here with the unboxing of my Cyberpowerpc CFI Taiji Case. This was the Black Pearl edition, the last of them. This is the last CFI Taiji case that they had in stock with CyberPowerpc. Got the wireless connection, a few upgrades I added. Alright, let's check out some of the specs of this bad boy. Got the Final Fantasy Reborn Trial, Tom Clancy, Splinter Cell Blacklist, 4820 Intel processor. I had that clocked up or boosted up to 4.1 gigahertz. (16 gigs of DDR RAM, quad). It came with one red cathode light, Blu-ray burner, and I bypassed the HDCP encryption on that as well, so I can watch my Blu-rays on any kind of TV. NVidia 760 GTX 2 Gigabyte video card. Gray Vulcan XOFX Kiodiekin. For those of you who don't know, those are my 2 gamer tags. Primarily use FX online on PC games, Kiodiekin, Xbox Live. Hit me up on Facebook. Case fan 120 millimeters. I got the free Bluetooth adapter and 802.11 BGN wireless PCI card. I got 3 white LED fans. A lot of people don't know this, but in most cases, the 4820 Intel chip is made to be overclocked. You can do 4.7 gigahertz on it, no problem. And all that takes is a push of a button with the built-in software. Some of the other extras I got came with all the Crossfire and SLI cables, 4-way and 3-way. Windows 8.1, Netis wireless driver. Also got the Bluetooth driver accessory. Got some of these other extras over here too. And as you will see in my video review, I also added on a few upgrades. Have the memory card reader, fan controller, this case opens up on the both sides. Have all my peripherals in there, extra power cables and so forth. Opens up here, opens up on the side. This boy is a monster. Alright, let's turn this bad boy on. Turn on the main power switch. This screen here is very dark, so I decided to add a few more customized lights to it. But before we get there, let's talk a little bit more about the PC itself. I have one more expandable drive bay here. These three are already taken with the fan controller, DVD Blu-ray burner, and also the memory card reader. It has 6 hot swap accessible bays so I can add more hard drives. They're plugged in from the other side. Just plug them in, snap them in place, ready to go. The red fans that you see, I'll get to that in a minute. That did not come with the PC. So let's take a look at the computer itself. Has the top portion has exhaust, so the heat will shoot through the top. Fan controller, 2 USB 3.0s, 4 USB 2.0s. In the back, you have your, and I don't know why they made the fan back here blue, but you know, I guess it doesn't hurt to mix it up. 2 SATAs, 2 USB 3.0s, spit if out, digital, coaxial, another 4 USB 2.0 drivers, mouse or keyboard adapter or plug-in, Ethernet port, Gigabit, 7.1 surround sound. Got the standard video card here, HDMI, DVI-D, DVI-I, and the display port. Standard switch here for the red cathode lights, and I added that on. I'll be talking about that in just a minute. And let's start from the top down. We're going to pull this off. These are the extra white 120 millimeter fans that I added as part of the accessory package. They're all fan controlled. There's two fans here in the front. You can't see them. I believe those are either 120 or 144 or 140. I'm sorry. Eventually put some colored ones in there. Customized engraving. Gamer tag, of course. Now let's pull this side panel off. Get down to the nitty gritty. Okay. ATX 800 watt power supply. Went with the Gigabyte X79 UP4 motherboard. A lot of people don't realize, but it takes a strong combination of the motherboard, the memory, and the processor to make it really work. Here we go with the Aztec water-cooled fan control. I'm sorry, not fan control, water-cooled coolant for the processor. 16 gigs of quad core, quad memory, quad channel memory. Extra USB plug-ins for the motherboard and extra SATA adapters too. I can also plug in an extra 5 or actually I think 6 fans. If you look at these little tiny connectors in here, that's 1. There's another one over here, that's 2. And then there's one at the top, that's 3. And then I have some on the other side. You can plug in more fans as well. Motherboard's expandable up to 64 gigs of memory. That goes well with this 4820 4820 processor from Intel. I'm going to eventually do SLI, so we have the SLI hookup right here. Okay, now for the upgrades. I added 2 LEPA fans to help cool the computer off. These are all fan controlled as well. They're very quiet, don't make any noise at all. And they make this nice helicopter form here. I also added another switch and 2 cathode lights. It comes standard with 1 cathode light, so I added on a second because the little side panel that I mentioned earlier is very dark, so I wanted to kind of illuminate the room a little bit. And I chose the white fans because it would help with the lighting, so if I was ever doing an upgrade or something, I wouldn't have to fight that. So I didn't want this to look, you know, too reddish like hell or something. So I soldered some extra LED lights, which you'll see down here at the bottom in a minute, to a Molex connector. I got the lights at AutoZone, so if you see my other videos with the my blue scooter, got them at the same place. Or actually I got these at Pep Boys. They had a better deal. So I had on here the yellow is the positive, the black to the Molex connector is negative or ground. And I had that go to the mode button because these LED lights, which are meant for cars, are very bright and they have 15 modes on them. So I have those running under here. As you can see, it kind of looks like Kit from Knight Rider. And with the flick of this little switch, I can change the settings. Woo woo! Woo woo! Michael, you're in trouble. Kit, where are you? So that was a little tedious task, was to add these little lights down here at the bottom. Only just trying to get the wires and stuff right. But without further ado, I'm going to shut the lights off here in a second, so that way you can get a better idea about what this computer looks like. But just hope you enjoy. Also, too, I didn't mention it, but you'll notice on the higher end motherboards, you won't see any video display outputs, no HDMI or anything. So if you're looking for a top high quality motherboard, just know that none of them will have a display output at all. It's just a waste, because they know everybody's going to use a video card. And this little switch down here at the bottom controls the lights. And there you have it. Gray Vulcan Exo FX Kiodiekin. That shut's closed. Push that back a little. Let me put the side panel back on, so you can kind of see exactly how dark it is. But oh, one more quick thing. Yeah, that's where I have the button coming out from for the mode light. Yeah, see, it's not as bright. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy my other videos as well as this video. And I'm going to probably do some software tips, maybe some more upgrades, hop-ups as well. If you have any questions, you can email me or message me on my Facebook account here, or I'm sorry, my YouTube account. Also on Facebook and Twitter too. So just drop me a line, let me know what you think. But this is the CyberPowerpc CFI Taiji Case. Last of its kind.